Tony Dezorzi, the man doing duty on the offside fence. That's the beauty when there's a bit of pace on the ball. You don't have to overhit it. It's all about the timing, the precision, because you certainly do get value for runs on this outfield. So you want to pick your brain on that a little bit, Rami's Bhai.
Yes, Vernon Bhai.
We know it's a hard game for the bowlers, Ramis, but you look at those boundaries, and you look at the amount of space that's still in between those boundaries in the fence. Come on, man, have some sort of mercy on the bowlers.
But T20I is about batting, my friend, my bhai. And so it's bye-bye to the bowlers. But you grow up very quickly as a bowler. You got to be quick on your feet to learn where to bowl. I think that's just about perfectly bowled. You've got to squeeze them around that middle and off stump, middle and leg stump line, not allow them any width.
Yeah, I think the two of us have been speaking at length about the lines that you want to be bowling on this surface. Well, Nandri Berger hasn't done himself any favours by overstepping the line. It's a free hit. As much as he got the line right. Tell you what, who's on strike here? There's indication they're off your eyes, well over.
I can certainly now, in a way, vouch that Saim Ayub is not going to get a duck. It's a free hit. 5 ducks in the last 10 innings. Surely he's got to get off the mark. Now. Oh, he misses it completely. So still on a duck.
Yeah, Rambo, I was going to say, don't touch the money as yet. We know this is a funny old game. It's an excellent length from Nandri Berger. But such is the nature of form, isn't it, Ramis? When things are not going your way, on another day you'd probably get a thick outside edge flying over third men for boundary, but when things are not going your way, there's indication of his last 10 innings. Average of 6.5.
Attempting a no-look shot. Missed the ball. Oh, that's smashed. And not really. Oh, it's dropped. It is off the mark. Breaking news. Could have been yet another duck. He got there, Britsky, and then allowed that ball to somehow slip off his palm.
Yeah, Ramis, you talk about him getting off strike, and this is a pheasant that you would like not to get off strike with. It's definitely a chance gone down for South Africa. Britsky doing all the hard work by getting there. But that's the change in fortune for Saim Ayub.
There's a bit about him, Andre Berger. Now this really should have been caught. Had plenty of time really to get near the ball, and so he was on the move, really not very well balanced. But he got there and somehow let it slip out.
An excellent fielder is young Britsky. Set high standards for himself, so he won't be happy with himself.
That's a beauty. Lovely length, good pace, 6 without a wicket.
Yeah, it's important for that top order of Pakistan to fire this evening. Certainly feel that they need to also identify the period of the game where they're going to win it. Take the new ball for South Africa, Lungi Ngidi. Certainly feel that this power play is of paramount importance. He's Lungi's numbers, 70 wickets. Economy of just under 9. Best of 5 for 39.
What do you like about his bowling then, Vernon?
One thing I really enjoy about Lungi Ngidi is his natural variation. He can get the ball to swing away, he can angle it back. And he's got a lethal slow ball. Because he doesn't change his arm speed, batters find it so difficult to pick up. From time to time, I do feel he's reverting to that a little bit too early in his spells. I think this evening, you want to bring the surface into play, because we have seen a couple just staying a touch on the low side.
Airlifted for a 4. He's a nice timer of the ball in the slot, and it went.
Yeah, I get a feeling that perhaps just a touch too full. There was the length to work with. On this kind of surface, that's an area you want to stay away from, especially with this new ball.
Your margin squeeze on his surface. I think South African bowlers would be better off hitting the length. If you're a pacer, hit that length, let it climb. Another big shot. Is it a big shot? Just gets it past that man at mid-on, and ball will run away into the fence.
This is a line or length that you don't mind getting hit from, because it's slightly further back. You can see the batter not getting all the timing that he was after. They always talk about you don't mind being hit off your lengths. That is not too bad a length to be hit off.
Pretty fearless, Farhan. That's a much better length and movement. Right then, it's flipped the bucket contest. And they won it all effortlessly. Sabzada Farhan batted brilliantly against world's best Jasprit Bumrah in that Asia Cup. Took him on, became a bit of a headlines, his onslaught against the world's best fast bowler. Slices it, gets it past the infield for 4, so he means business. This is how he bats. He's seriously gifted. He attacks. That's in his instinct. And when he pulls it off, he looks $1 million.
Yeah, intent and made clear. He's not going to let any bowler settle here this evening. He's going to try and put him under pressure. And very often, fortune certainly favours the brave.
Third 4 in the over. Gets smashed straight. This time will be fielded at mid-on. Very good over for Pakistan. Very good over for Farhan. He's now 16 of just 10, 19 without a wicket.
Batter certainly enjoying the pace on. Touch over pitch by Lungi Ngidi, dragged the length back on the second occasion. Just evading that man in mid-on. And then a third unfortunate boundary for Farhan. Yeah, you certainly feel that Pakistan, they will have to take those opportunities, those boundary scoring opportunities against this new ball in the power play. Because we've seen how difficult it becomes after the power play. So this is of paramount importance.
Yeah, I mean, this is belligerent. This really is good stuff from Sabzada Farhan. Good pitch, is driving through the line and not being hassled at all. Clear thinking. I think that's the other thing that you need as an opener. On a surface like this, you've got to be absolutely sure and clear what you want to do.
Certainly looks like he's enjoying the ball being pitched up to him. Just get a feeling from a South African perspective that you might want to test him with the short stuff a little bit. But Nandri Berger is operating in at 140 km/h mark at the moment, so he certainly has the pace to do it.
bit high on the pads. He's covering the stumps. I don't know whether South Africa is serious of maybe inviting the view of the third umpire, not given by the on-field umpire.
Certainly so comfortable when that ball's being pitched up. Yeah, you can see Nandri is just dragging it length back, and all of a sudden he's finding himself in a tussle. That's Ferran. So when you do your planning against certain batters, he's one of those batters that come to mind that you want to stay away from the slot, because he absolutely enjoyed the ball being pitched up.
We know about his prowess as a hitter, but interesting stats being provided regarding rotation of strike. His dot percentage in the power play session is 52.61. He goes as a striker of 131, which is seriously good. But then either it's a 4 or then he blocks. So there's no between game so far.
I think also when you look at players that bat in that kind of nature or fashion, very often they keep finding the fielders, even though they strike it well. So those are all dots that accumulate against you. The art of betting, like you know, is to find that balance. Find the rotational game, is to go with your power hitting.
When you're out of form, every single feels like a 6 or a 50. I mean, and you've got to regard it can. He was flying in the air.
I think we spoke about it earlier as well, the importance of playing the longer version of the game, to try and find those little gears as a batsman when you're in form, out of form, and to work it out for yourself. Very much work for the bowlers as well. When you're bowling spells, you understand your body, you understand your rhythm, and you yourself know how to drag it back. Moment in time, there's so much T20 cricket being played around the globe that players don't get that opportunity. You go back and analyze themselves. So when you're out of form, you stay out of form for a longer period of time. End of another excellent over for Nandri Berger. Pakistan 26 for no loss.
Pakistan trying to chase down South Africa's worm. Trying to build pressure and momentum in the first part of the innings, Pakistan. They haven't lost a wicket yet. 3 overs, 26 without a wicket. It's a reasonable platform that's been set up. Still a long way to go for both South Africa and for Pakistan. Super Saaf, premium detergent powder, cleans like a dream, they say. The Super Saaf start as well, 26 without a wicket. Scratchless Pakistan so far.
Yeah, and it's important that they capitalize on the start, Ramis. We all know how hard you have to work at the start of an innings, but it's also important to capitalize and maximize this power play. Because we have seen after the power play how that run rate just dropped from a South African perspective. Ferran really enjoyed the ball being pitched up and straight. It's a zone of his that he's looking to maximize. As a bowler, you perhaps want to stay clear of that zone because he absolutely loves it there.
South Africa scored 74 in the power play, so Pakistan 27 without a wicket. Going down the wrong line. Once again, undone by the length. And must be jitters. He looks a little circumspect. It's fine. I think he's a kind of player, kind of a basher who can always make a recovery when it comes to scoring rate. He's closing the bat on that one. So what he has to do is to maybe occupy the crease for the next 3-4 overs and take it from there.
Talk about those old school test match lengths. That was exactly what Lungi Ngidi has done there, and I feel that there wasn't enough done from the seamers from both sides up until now. Simply hitting that length. Let the batsman hit you off your length. Don't change it up. Stay there.
So I think, Vernon, when you're bowling to a guy who's not really 100% there, a little out of shape, out of form, then your best ball has got to be the test match length delivery to him with the new ball. In the slot, I think he once again wanted to power it down the ground. Just try to hit it a little too hard. Look at the front foot. Nowhere near the line of the ball. Feeling for it. Excellent stuff from Ngidi. That length delivery, aiming it across the stumps.
Yeah, this is absolutely brilliant from Lungi Ngidi.
Hello Hair Shampoo. 100% confidence with dandruff-free hair.
I've sent you a few parcels lately, Rambo.
You would never have a problem with hair fall or dandruff.
The hair looks in tip-top form. Don't worry about mine. You've got absolutely no chance of dandruff here.
That's hit quite nicely. Didn't come off the middle of the bat. A big chase for the man at mid-wicket. He pushes it back to his mate. So a couple of runs to Saim Ayub. Travis there holding his rib cage. Very good try by him in the end.
Yeah, we talk about form, just the bottom of the bat, but excellent effort by Devil Brevis. He's a 100% kind of cricketer. He gives it his all. Definitely saved his team 2 runs there in the process. And then the 4-29 for none, Pakistan. Bowling change for South Africa, and it's the king of the West Coast, Lazard Williams.
The timing from Saabzada. On a different planet when you compare his shots to Saim Ayub. Williams, 19 matches, 20 wickets. What's his USP then, Bern?
Yeah, he had an excellent tour. The UAE, this is Ireland and Afghanistan recently. In the white ball format, being the man of the tournament. That is what he does. I always feel that when you play in the subcontinent with bowlers like him, they sword, they're skiddy, they get to bring those stumps into play. They're always going to be effective on these kind of surfaces. Because there's a batter with back of a length which you, in South African conditions, lay back and pick the play that pick up pull shot. Doesn't quite work on these kind of surfaces.
I always at times get puzzled whether to pick a defensive bowler or an attacking bowler on a surface like this in T20 eyes. Whether you want more defensive bowlers up your sleeve that can stop the damage. He's trying that shot consistently. Lack of bounce on that occasion for Saim Ayub. Hamdard, Pakistan has introduced 12 new exciting flavors of recipe mixes from biryani to tikka masala. Wow, they have it all. Arey bhai, bahut achhe.
You just get the sense with all these dot balls, pressure is starting to mount. Because they know the importance that they have to maximize this power play. That's that length that I'm talking about and referring to, Rummies. As a batter, you can't get underneath it, and also you can't hit it down the ground. That is what he's doing so successfully, Lazard Williams, even in domestic cricket back home.
Yeah, the follow-up act has got to be very smart. There's more pressure if you're a bowler that comes and bowls in the middle phase of the innings. You know, it's always fine if you're given the new ball because the field is in, and so you can pick up a wicket, you can go for runs, but the follow-up act has got to be precise and measured. Oh, bowling, this is terrific bowling. Really is great because he hit the length. So the celebrations, Vernon, you can describe those celebrations for us. I think he's gotten rid of dangerous-looking Sabzada Farhan. It was shaping up so well. I don't know why he went across the line, but he did. And there's a massive damage done by Williams.
Yeah, and this is the result of pressure. There's been a huge number of top balls bowled to Saeem on the other end. And like he's done all too often, get rid of the dangerous batter in the power play. Lazard Williams, yeah, the king of the West Coast, they call him. That's how he celebrates his wickets. Well, he got rid of the dangerous Farhan. Pakistan find themselves 31 for 1.
He's got plenty to prove, Babar Azam, making a comeback into T20 squad. It's a wide. You got a feel for Sabzada Farhan. He was impelled to take few chances because his partner Saim Ayub was struggling to get ball onto the bat, and he had to take chances. He was cleaned up. These South African bowlers are making it very hard for the Pakistani batters.
Excellent over. 5 overs done, Pakistan 32 for 1. Yeah, pressure mounting, pressure that off the dot balls from the other side. Gives himself far too much room, and Lazard Williams has the final say. Sabzada Farhan got off to a great start. 24 of 19. Now, a couple of new names in the Pakistan lineup. Babar Azam in for Fakhar Zaman is what Mike Hesson said at the press conference. It's been the story so far. A swing and miss on quite a few occasions. Saim now 5 of 12.
Yeah, Saim has to remind himself there are different strokes in the coaching manual. He has tempted so many times to hit the ball over mid-wicket without any success. Huge attendance, huge. It's good to see so many people still connected with the game.
Does get bat, will pick up 1. Yeah, brilliant from Rawalpindi. Best places to come and watch the cricket. The crowd's always fantastic. And they've been thoroughly entertained in the first half from South Africa. And they will hope that the home side can deliver the results as well. Brilliant. A 1 of 3 T20s, the only one here in Pindi. And then we move to Lahore for the final 2.
15,000 people turned out to see Babar Azam in action are disappointed. This is not a kind of stroke you associate with Babar Azam. I don't know what he was trying to achieve there. Soft dismissal on his comeback game, goes without scoring Babar Azam. Pakistan in a strife, 33 for 2.
Pakistan skipper Salman Ali Agha in at 4 for Pakistan's sake, far too early. 33 for 2, still 3 deliveries in the power play. Oh, that's cut him in half. This is exceptional line and length bowling from South Africa, and they're getting the ball to talk.
Yeah, a bit of grass covering, and that's why the ball is doing a lot. Babar Azam was cramped there. That was too close to the body to be able to hit the ball over extra. Was holed out. A soft dismissal. Yeah, everything is good in hindsight. Babar Azam.
A little bit of panic. And why that is because Salman Ali Agha, Saim Ayub, both men at the crease are not in form. Not in terms of number of runs, not in terms of strike rate, not in terms of longevity at the crease. Salman Ali Agha in his last 12 T20 international innings.
Yes, sir.
381 runs.
Stand by, guys. Just keep rolling nice and slow. The batters are clearly grounding when the bail is dislodged. I'm ready to make my decision for the bisking.
So no damage done. Excellent over for Corbin Bosch. 1 wicket and the 1 run only. Big shout, comes a long way across. Leg by signal, so maybe just on the angle. They don't take the review. End of the power play, Pakistan 34 for 2.
Yeah, Pakistan needed a good start. Saim Ayub was very lucky that he wasn't sent back to the dressing room. But it was Sahibzada Farhan who took the liking for South African attack, kept on talking the ball into the gap before this happened. But definitely this power play belonged to South Africa. Picked up 2 wickets and bowled miserly.
Right then, confirmation of the end of the power play. South Africa at the same stage were flying. 74 for 1. Pakistan's find themselves in a whole heap of trouble. Lazard Williams to continue. I mean, why I say this is because Salman Ali Agha in his last 12 T20 international innings, averaging only 18, a strike rate of 100. Saim Ayub, last 10 T20 international innings, averaging only 6.5. 5 ducks in that, and it could have been 6 tonight. He was dropped when he was still on naught. So not the combination Pakistan want together at the crease, but a combination that Pakistan will hope can maybe just turn the fortunes. They've been given an extended run, yes, one being captain. Saim up the order, given a longer run as well. It's missing his footing there, Lazard Williams. So, and they come in at a surface which is actually conducive to batting. If they hold shape, the ball is coming on nicely onto the bat, and there is plenty of batting to follow. But important for Saim and Salman to get this right.
I'm with you, Aruj. But you have to give all the credit to Pakistan Cricket Board, still showing faith in them. And now the onus is on these players. They have to steep in. They have to come good. At the moment, he's batting without a clue, Saim Ayub.
Now throw the coaching hat onto you for a couple of minutes. Now, you mentioned a little while earlier, Saim's trying to throw the kitchen sink at everything. And you mentioned there are obviously more shots in the book. Maybe just close it down a little bit, play within yourself, go back to conventional cricket, get a measure of timing to begin with maybe? Or is it more of breaking the shackles and trying to hit your way out of it? He does try on that occasion and will get the much needed 6. Finally something off the middle of Saim's bat.
Yeah, it was the ideal length for Saim Ayub to make the most of it. He's been trying this stroke for a long time, but this time around he gained. There was no deviation of the surface, just back of the length. Bounce was good. So was Saim Ayub. You know, when you're out of form, the basic thing you need to do is watch the ball coming out of the hand. Try and get to the pitch of the ball, or just use the box. These are the basics. But if you look at the footwork we have seen from Saim Ayub, not appropriate. I mean, he's thinking about one stroke, and that's why he's been limited. He needs to be open to other options.
Well, there is 100% confidence option with hello hair and dandruff free hair. No troubles at all. And picks it up. And just get one to fine. And the other conversation around Pakistan and their batting approach, they've gone down the route of this ultra-aggressive batting approach, which is the messaging out of the camp, both from Mike Hesson, the head coach, and Salman Ali Agha, the captain. But the problem with that is the numbers don't suggest that approach has dovetailed with the execution of skill on the field.
One thing as a coach you have to determine very quickly before making a statement: do my players have the capability? Would they be able to execute those plans I have in my mind? That's highly imperative. And if you don't know your team, how could you give them the plans? End of the over, 7 done, 43 for 2.
The worm just falling away. Couple of wickets in that power play for Pakistan. it through the line, but can't pierce the inner ring, which has meant now Pakistan have already played 24 dot deliveries in comparison to 36, and that is a massive talking point with Pakistan in the last 4 years. I mentioned in the first innings as well, 34% of dot ball percentage was Pakistan up until 2022, where the messaging changed, the approach changed, but things don't have seemed to have improved since. Wrapped in the front, and the finger goes up as well. First time he was lucky on line, this time maybe not so much. He sends it upstairs. Let's have a look.
TV Empire to Director. We have a player review for LBW. On-field decision is out. I have checked feet is a fair delivery. Front on spin wheel, please. Keep rolling. And roll back, please, one more time, please. Ball appears to very close to the bat. Confirm it from multi, please. Just keep rolling. Keep rolling. I can see gap between bat and ball. Up to the pad, please. Satisfied, no bat involved. Ball tracking when you're ready, please. Original decision is out. Pitching got shot off. Impact in line. Wicket sitting. Rashid stay with the original decision out. Stand by.
Yeah, easy decision for the third umpire. He confers with on-field umpire, and Pakistan loses third wicket in shape of their captain. Played too many dot deliveries, created pressure on himself, and faltered. Pakistan in dire straits, 43 for 3.
Usman Khan also making a comeback into the Pakistan T20 international side. He'll want to do better on those numbers. Still fresh in his career, been in and out of the side, and comes in with his side in a spot of bother. And that continues.
And the reason why, according to the coach, he's been brought back into the side because he plays spin so well. Yeah, he tried this throw too many times, Salman Ali Agha, and in the end, it was picked up. Yeah, talking about Usman Khan, here, he has to deal with the fast bowlers on a pitch which is offering a bit of bounce and also deviation of the surface.
And bowling with some pace as well. 144 clicks, that delivery to Salman Ali Agha that caught him in front of the stumps. And yes, Amir, you mentioned the ball, the surface, and maybe just a slight amount of moisture on it is helping the seamers, but it's the line and length, just the consistent discipline with which they're hitting the wicket hard. Corbin Bosch now has a wicket in both of his overs. They just kept it very, very simple. Haven't seen any change of pace so far. It's been pace on, but it's just been relentless consistency with line and length, which has made Pakistan's batting trouble. Once again, just there, hitting the pitch, hitting that length. And they don't need to change that. It's something that is working for South Africa.
And one thing is associated with South African cricket, they extrapolate. They gather the information. Once they got the information, and then they make the plan, and their execution is very good. It's all about extrapolating in a proper way. Since Saim Ayub has tried to hit the ball over mid-wicket, they've angled the ball away consistently like that. What a delivery that was. Pace, bounce, movement of the surface, no clue. 44 for 3.
I saw that.
Pakistan required 151 of 72 balls. They've only lost 3 key wickets and a change of pace in the bowling. Slow left-arm orthodox from George Linder. After the seamers have done extremely well. Kept Pakistan in check.
He really batted well. Linder. Yeah, Tapal Tea Lounge is the place where you can relax and enjoy Pakistan's #1 tea. Yeah, at one time Pakistan had the charge of the game when they picked up in the middle overs very quickly, and it was Linder who got that innings a bit of momentum again. It's in the air, and this will clear. Here's the time for Saim Ayub to excel. Not a lot of turn available for the spinners from this surface, and he can back himself into expressing himself. 50 on the board for Pakistan.
Yeah, in his arc, slightly over-pitched, and Saim looking to hit the ball straight. What he now needs to do is rotate strike. Yes, if the ball's there for a boundary, go for it, but he can't afford to keep chewing up dot deliveries. And then look for that release shot. Goes for the release again. This time times it even better. Goes even further. Back-to-back sixes from Saim Ayub. Breaking the shackles now.
Yeah, the faster bowlers had him tethered. Ever since the left armour has been introduced into the attack, he's started to feel confident. And he's backing himself into taking the left arm spinner on. Couple of sixes already in this over.
A favourable matchup as well, with the ball turning into the left-hander. Faster, pulls the length back. Knocks it down for 1. Couple of sixes. With the left arm angle slightly fuller. And picks up length quickly on both occasions. Simon on both occasions looking to hit the ball straighter as opposed to over square. Cuts it away. Sweeper will clear it. Picks it up. Osman picks up to an expensive over. 16 off, still 1 to go.
Couple of more overs like this for Pakistan. That will make things even Steven. At the moment, Pakistan team lagging behind in run chase.
Sends him back. Does he get back? Quinton de Kock misses. Everything happening out there. The over of spin going for 16. 9 done. 60 for 3.
He didn't even bother to look at his partner. He was halfway down the track. Very lucky for Osman and Pakistan that Quinton de Kock did not find the target.
135 of 66. More importantly for South Africa, picking up 3 wickets. Couple in the power play, 1 out of the power play, that of the skipper. 17 of 10 between Saim, who hit George Linder for a couple of sixes in the previous over. The asking rate 12.2. So Pakistan need a move on. We're coming back to the discussion again, and why that is so pertinent is that I feel the value of 1s and 2s so far, so many times, doesn't get emphasized enough. And now Pakistan are at the guilty party of that. We were mentioning up until 2022, Pakistan's dot ball percentage was 34. And ever since then, that ultra-aggressive mindset and that messaging has come through. But the numbers haven't really followed. The dot ball percentage has only risen to 39. So in the last 22 of 26 T20s, 39% dot balls. And once again tonight, already 29% dot deliveries. So there's somewhere along in that formula, something isn't fitting correctly.
Pakistani batters are lost in translation. And I think if they want to be figure-free, like we enjoy and the crowd enjoy a figure-free moment, I mean, they have to improve their technique. They need to learn how to play with softer hands. If you have hard hands, your shoulders are hard, then there won't be any wrist work. Edged deliberately for 4 runs. That's the Saima you we all know.
Andre Berger bowling with some pace. 143 clicks that previous delivery, but it was slightly wide outside that off stump. Opens the face of the bat, no slip. Third very, very square, and the pace causes that edge to fly.
Yeah, to finish the point you were trying to make, you know, what we want to see is Pakistani batters improving their technique.
Coming back to the figure-free moment, you can download the app. Plenty of smiles on your face because you get the insurance you need on your fingertips.
And when I say technique, the most important aspect when you talk about the technique, the defensive technique. If you have the basics right, from there you can excel. If you don't have the basics right, you are going to falter. And falter in crucial situations for Pakistan.
We saw this during the Asia Cup as well. The number of dot ball percentages high, but at the same time, the percentage of attacking shots that Pakistan played was the highest, but not for too many runs. We were losing far too many wickets, and the execution of those big shots wasn't yielding the number of runs, hence why the combination almost became double fold, not helping Pakistan's cause. So somewhere along the lines, they'll have to find a balance.
Aruj, you've been commentating for a long time, and in T20 cricket, when there are 3 dot deliveries played, you say, you know, something is going to give. So if you play dot deliveries, then the percentage of attacking stroke has to be higher. And in pressure situations, at times you don't pull off. Here's the evidence. This is the area Pakistani batters need to improve. What will give them once they improve this? Consistency, reliability. Another wide.
Pakistan bowled 10 wides and a no ball. South Africa now 3 and 1 no ball. But this is extremely important. No matter how short the format, the number of dot ball percentage the batting line plays has a huge effect. either chasing or setting targets. Pakistan's dot ball percentage lately 40% in the last 3 years at an average. Oh, what a stunning piece of bowling to end the over. 10 overs done, Pakistan 70 for 3. Time for a bit of a breather.
Match summary: Pakistan need 125 runs of 60 balls. Still a doable job. In the meantime, let's go downstairs with Zainab Abbas.
So I've got with me Dr. Junaid, who is the Chief Medical Officer of Shifa International Hospital. Along with him, I've got Dr. Anisa and Dr. John, and these are all experts in the medical field. Dr. Junaid, tell us a little about what you think about this wonderful cause, which is about spreading awareness for breast cancer today. Please talk us through more about it.
Yeah, I think this is one of the most important topic at the moment in the medical community, and this is also one of the most treatable thing which we are actually lacking in our community at the moment. So being the doctor and the advocate for the breast cancer, and being the hospital medical director of one of the hospital who is doing a lot for the screening especially. So I must emphasize in the screening process and encourage people to go for screening especially, and you know the mammogram and the ultrasound and all the blood testing. This all is actually the mandatory part, and we should all encourage our families, our friends, our community. And I think this is one of the great cause, and we are celebrating it today at the moment.
Absolutely, it is a wonderful cause, and screening is so important. Dr. Anisa, how important is it to be screened for a woman?
Oh, it's incredibly important, and we know very well that women's health is so often neglected by the women themselves, by investment in healthcare. So this is key, and to see Pakistani cricket being so progressive to highlight this, I think it's so important to use the national sport, something that's close to everybody's heart, to remind the population how we can look after our daughters, our mothers, our sisters. I think it's wonderful.
What measures, John, it can be taken here in terms of improving awareness within the community?
Well, it's absolutely crucially important, and it's great that the Pakistan Cricket Board is supporting this campaign to raise awareness. It makes such a difference. The message is be aware, take care. You can make a difference to make your health better in the long term. So please take care and look after yourself in the long term. But this sort of initiative makes such a difference, and it works. That's the crucial thing to remember. So screening works, take advantage of it, look after yourselves and be well.
All right, thank you so much for your thoughts. Like you said, screening is extremely important, and it's back to you guys in the commentary box.
In the meantime, some activity out there at the crease. A boundary and now a six-lender under pressure. He's gone for plenty, and the run chase is definitely on. He'll remain on as far as Saim Ayub is concerned. He's got to remain on as well, JP.
Yeah, great contrast here in the different innings. From Pakistan point of view, dominated with the spin, and from a seam perspective, South Africa has really come in leaps and bounds. They found consistency on that line and length. That's the line, particularly to the left-hander, that could be effective for George Linder. Yes, it's a wide. He's got a small margin to work with, does he? He's trying to get out of the arc of the left-hander in Saim Ayub.
Yeah, the timing was just about coming back when he's thrown it away once again. Saim Ayub was looking so good. And against the run of play, Pakistan losing a set article. He's played extremely well, but he's done now.
Yeah, that's the beauty of T20 cricket. You're never out of it. And even though George Linder was up against it, he still kept his nerve and changed the tactic, went slightly wider against Saim Ayub and finds victory. 37 of 28 for Saim Ayub. Pakistan now 82 for 4.
Hassan Nawaz is in. 4 down Pakistan. Leading a partnership at pace. Leading Hassan Nawaz to crack it big, 83 for 4.
Yeah, from South Africa's point of view, they'll be pretty happy with the exit of the left-hander in Saim Ayub, particularly with George Linder only bowling the 2 overs. Felt that was the matchup that Ayub was looking for to try and dominate. And in the end, he perishes to him as well. Elation for South Africa. The skipper happy, smiles all around.
A big deal when you're being hit for 4s and 6s and the batsman has dominated you to come back so strongly and to remove him from the scene. It really is a terrific piece of bowling and staying the course. Ngidi coming on to bowl now 2 overs in his first stint. I wanted to share with you my observation of how the fast bowlers of both sides have used this surface differently. South Africa very keen to hit that hard length, not to vary the ball a great deal, about keeping the ball straight and bowl at pace, whereas Pakistan were dead keen on variations and doing extra things that weren't needed. Keeping it simple, we've heard it so many times, works. And I think South African bowlers have generally kept it simple, the fast men. That's gone fine for runs. Sliding, skidding, stopping a 4. Corbin Bosch there, doing well.
Yeah, I think from South Africa's point of view, they've identified the surface to be the variation, particularly from a seamer's point of view. And just trying to be the old school top of off stump with the odd bouncer is really the order of play. Clearly in the ring, the field of play. Great work by Corbin Bosch.
I think he's done extremely well. I don't think any amount of angle, any degree of angle is going to make that into a boundary. Clean pick up, throw. Extremely well done in the end. Bowled him. In a rush, in a hurry, Hassan Nawaz doesn't allow himself any time to settle. And Ngidi there with a hard hit at the stumps.
Yeah, the execution has been sublime from South Africa's seamers. We spoke earlier about the top of off stump being the option that they're looking for. And it always comes down to the execution. We've seen some variable bounce. And on that occasion, we see the back of Hassan Nawaz. He goes for 3. Pakistan in a bit of trouble. 5 down for 85.
Mohammad Nawaz now has got to do it with the bat. He bowled superbly, picked up 3 wickets. In the middle phase of the bowling innings, he is absolutely flawless with his thinking, with his execution. Strike rate of 133. It's about occupying the crease right now. Use the conditions differently, South African pacers, and superbly. There's a purpose, and they're religiously following this. Hard length, targeting the stumps, and Pakistan all over the place.
Yeah, even though South Africa would come into this game thinking, win the toss, you bowl first, you have the hindsight here of trying to understand what are the conditions and what are some of the deliveries from a batter's point of view are difficult to play. And the batters would have spoken to the bowlers. They would have spoken about that length. A bit of a misfield. That's what you don't want. You want to be able to bowl a multiple course of deliveries to a particular batter, trying to tighten him up. But this is what they would have shared. Top of off stump, you have the variable of bounce. Allow the wicket to be that variable.
Always feel that the coaching staff is there to help you make those strong decisions. It's about improving the intellect and reading the situation, game awareness, whatever you want to call. But it's about taking good decisions, bold decisions, decisions that work on the day. And I think South Africans have been outstanding. Adjusted so well, adapted so well to the bowling conditions. 87 for 5. One of less than 50 balls. Can they do it? 5 wickets down. Gone. Well, he's supposed to be excellent player of spin bowling, not to be tonight. Usman Khan perishes, looking to come down the wicket and somehow gets beaten because he was just a little bit early and showed his hand a little early to go with that cut shot.
Yeah, a hint of turn for George Linder. Just sat a little bit in the crease. And we spoke earlier about the fact that the left-hander is no longer at the crease. It allows for South Africa to try and attack they do. Usman Khan, he goes for 12. 87 for 6, Pakistan.
It's time for Fahim Ashraf to shine with the bat. Didn't bowl at all in this contest. Dire situation Pakistan find themselves in. Who gets it to spin off the straight, not given as a wide. But this wasn't a special shot. They're beaten by a flatter trajectory. Decided to come out of the crease just a little too early, allowed Linde to really take him out. Bowled a little wider outside the off stump. He's picked up 2.
Yeah, you feel that George Linde's tail is up. Went for quite a few in his first over rather, and fought his way back. Mentioned earlier about this is the beauty of T20 cricket. Momentum can shift within a space of 2 to 3 deliveries. All of a sudden a wicket has put Pakistan well on the back foot. A couple of wickets for that matter.
Batter away from his range. Usman Khan beaten, deceived. Good stumping from keeper. Smart piece of bowling. And gone. Trying a reverse. Fahim Ashraf is removed from the scene. Linde has been outstanding after a punishing start. He's come back strongly, 3 wickets and derailing Pakistan's progress massively.
Well, we spoke about momentum shifts, and for George Linde, it's taken 3 wickets in 7 deliveries. He has certainly tightened the screws here for Pakistan. Comfortable catch in the end for Lazard Williams. And that sees the back of Fahim Ashraf. He goes for just 1. And Pakistan trailing 7 down, 89.
China Afridi, strike rate of 129. Pakistan 7 down for 89. Nobody was expecting this downhill slide. A required rate 14.79. South Africa finding an unlikely hero after being put away for plenty in his first over and a half. He's made his presence felt. Linde, 3 for 31. Attacking the stumps, getting the ball to spin also. Wonderfully bowled. 3 overs, 3 for 31 for him. 89 for 7.
Yeah, the standout for George Linde is the ability to gain confidence in the wicket of Saim Ayub and attacks the stumps more. And if anything, you got to hit it off the stumps, creating opportunities to get wickets. And wickets, he's got.
Gets it past the first slip fielder for 4, slicing it. Trying to hit the ball hard, and that has been the process, the progress, the pattern chosen by Pakistani batsmen.
Yeah, 7 down Pakistan. The required run rate hovering around the 15 mark. Need to find some boundaries. Doesn't matter how you get them at this point. It's the important part that you're giving it a go.
A decent enough hit to make it to the fence. So 2 boundaries on the bounce for Nawaz.
I don't think South Africa will be too disappointed with this. They're certainly hitting their mark in terms of the line and length, hitting top of off stump. And Pakistan still finding a way, but they're executing their skill. That's the most important part.
Changing his angle. Let's see what happens now. Maybe middle and leg stump channel. Oh, gets it to fire away across the stumps. Lift and bit of pace from Ngidi. Pick a free moment for some, not for Pakistani team. Your insurance, ultimate insurance partner. They're not only flicker free, but still as well. Absolutely still free. Download the Flicker Free app, they say, to find out more details. Big shot. That's a decent hit for 6. Down the ground. It's Nawaz's night from Pakistan. He bowls superbly. He's hitting them crisply. 100 comes up for Pakistan.
Yeah, he's had an outstanding time with the ball. As Mohammad Nawaz, he spoke in the mid-innings interview that he's been working hard at his batting. And Pakistan in all heaps of trouble, has the opportunity to come in, somewhat steady the ship. And doing it with great power and finesse.
Nicely done. Yorker length put away square. Eyeing them well. Nawaz is off to a very good start. Will Shahin Afridi be able to help him out? Plenty of runs to play with South Africa, so in no danger of being overtaken at this stage by Pakistan. Required is 14.76. Young captain, and it appears as if he'll be winning this one. Ends with a bouncer. It's 104 for 7. Yeah, the difference between the two sides is increasing. South Africa overpowering Pakistani worm by a long way. He's been very impressive. He's got pace, and today his direction has been outstanding. He's hit the length, as most other South African pacers, and have extracted a lot out of the surface. It was supposed to be batting friendly, and even at 200 haven't looked comfortable in the games gone by. Fans enjoying the match with Pakistan's own tea brand. Some garam chai and a bit of gupshup to go with garam chai. Big shot down the ground. Who will reach the fence after a couple of bounces. Shaheen Shah Afridi muscling that one over mid-off.
Yeah, South Africa opting for the aggressive field positions, both mid-on and mid-off, still in the ring. And just the one bounce to the fence, but on that occasion, Shaheen Shah Afridi, he's up to the task, gets a little bit of width, and gets the ability to free his arms for a welcome boundary.
Wash 2 for 7 in the meantime of 2.3. Massive miss it. He's now got 3 for 7. Shaheen Afridi, the latest one to bite the dust. He's trying to look at the splice of his blade. Never could get it over the infield. It was straight, it was quick, and it was all over for Afridi.
Yeah, this is really impressive by the Proteas and the skipper, keeping his field in play, and sees the back of Shaheen Shah Afridi. He goes for 4. Pakistan 109 for 8.
A very disappointing batting effort from Pakistan. They're looking down the barrel. 109 for 8. Terrific delivery, really, because Afridi had hit him down the ground and then followed it up with a more forceful delivery. It had more on the ball. An easy catch for him to take. A lot of people have left. A few of them are leaving now. And so after 15, 8 down for 110.
Yeah, South Africa clinical in all three departments this evening. Word that perhaps comes to mind is general game awareness, Army and Soil.
Yeah, disappointing is the word. This batting effort definitely lackluster.
Yeah, he's been having some spell here this evening, Corbin Boss, but understanding conditions. Hard back of length. The first he got rid of was Baba Azam. That was a massive wicket in the context of this game. As you can see, he just persisted with a hard back of length and bringing those stumps into play.
And the angle he created, that was troublesome for the batters. He was using that crease very well. And you know it when you're looking to ball at a batsman in T20 format, which is cutthroat. You have to cramp the batsman, and that's what he did. And he was rewarded, justly rewarded with 3 wickets. And look at these figures. Very impressive.
And it's amazing what a bit of confidence can do to you. He's been having some year at international cricket, Corbin Boss. This is real brilliant from South Africa's seamers. Spoke a little earlier about this surface perhaps not being the usual Rawalpindi surface. That has just been done for a bit of extra pace. Got to say Insaf really a little bit too quick.
I told you earlier, there'll be something for the faster bowlers. But the idea was just to bowl back of the length into the surface.
Yeah, an excellent shot. He's going to pick up a boundary. Yes, they do.
Yeah, he was itching to drive the ball through covers and finally got the length and timed it beautifully. The same shot. He's handy with the bat. He has won few matches for Pakistan.
Oh, he's gone airborne. And guess what? A similar result because he's picked the gap in that cover region. Back-to-back boundaries from Nasim Shah.
Yeah, you do not associate this kind of a stroke from number 10 batsman. Hitting the ball on the up. Did it beautifully. Never tried to overhit the ball. Just used the pace and directed the ball into the gap. Couple of boundaries.
At the end of 16, Pakistan 118 for 8. My series consists out of 3 T20s. Today being the first, the second T20I on the 31st of October, and then the third one the very day thereafter, the 1st of November. Well, to continue his impressive spell this evening, Corbin Boss called upon the captain to finish his 4. That's an excellent shot, I tell you what. Numbers 9 and 10 might have a word with the batters in the dugout afterwards.
Ever since Nawaz has made a comeback into the Pakistani side, he's proved to be a much more improved cricketer. He's bowling well, picking up wickets for Pakistan, and then he gathers crucial runs. That was a good stroke.
Yeah, I'll correct myself. It's not number 9 and 10, but 7 and 10.
KFC, flip the bucket challenge. All you have to do is flip the KFC bucket and wear it on your head as quickly as possible. And the winner will get KFC. Finger-licking good prizes.
A wide ball by Corbin Boss, which means he'll have to re-bowl it again. I think let's dive into the mindset of chasing such a high score, especially when you know there's a little something in it for the bowlers. From a Pakistan perspective, you almost feel that the batters never gave themselves an opportunity to get used to how this surface will react under lights.
Yeah, most of the Pakistani batsmen, they were trying to hit the ball towards mid-wicket. And off the front foot wasn't the right idea. And what really exposed here. And I still say the Pakistanis, especially the batters, they need to find a way to become consistent and reliable. I mean, if you keep on trying airy-fairy strokes, you cannot be reliable. There is no chance. You'll come good once in a blue moon. That's all.
Yeah, I suppose 20 overs is still a long, lengthy period of time, so there is still time to build an innings, get yourself going. And then, of course, once you can get on top of the bowling team. An excellent bouncer from Corbin Boss. And this is something he's done so well throughout his spell. Never allowing the batters to play him off the front foot.
Yeah, this is game awareness shown by the fast bowler. He realized Nawaz is looking to create room to hit the ball over extra cover, change the angle. He's been bringing the ball back to him, cramping him, not giving him that width to be able to hit the ball through extra. That's where Nawaz has to show awareness. Instead of looking to hit the ball over extra, why not hit the ball on the onside? Whip it.
Oh, that sounded crisp off the bat, but they're only going to pick up one.
Well, there's always a selfie moment with Vigotel Mobile.
Well, there's one ball remaining of the Boss spell. Did he deliver a Boss spell for his team tonight? Oh, no, I tell you what, I think he might have just picked up his fourth. And yes, he did indeed. He picks up the wicket of Nasim Shah to finish an excellent spell of bowling. 4 for 14 with 17 dot balls in that spell.
He deserved to have another wicket here. He's bowled beautifully throughout this night. The first spell was game-changing one, where he picked up 2 wickets in 2 overs, pushed the Pakistanis back, and then a couple of wickets in his second spell, and bowled really economically. Nasim goes for 9, 1, 2, 4 for 9.
Yeah, it's also a career best performance by Corbin Boss this evening in this format. Ending with figures of 4 for 14 in his allotted 4 overs. It's a brilliant outing. He is just growing in confidence at this level, making it his own at the moment, Corbin Boss. New batter, Abra Ahmed. He comes in with his team in all kinds of trouble. 71 needed of 18. Oh, I tell you what, that went crisply off the bat through that cover reads, and he's going to pick up a boundary. Mohammad Nawaz continuing his awesome evening he's having out there in the middle.
He's so adept executing that stroke through extra cover. Hit the ball aerial deliberately by pulling his weight back to be able to get at elevation.
Has the innovation game as well to help himself to a maximum. Mohammad Nawaz can do absolutely no wrong this evening, even in a losing course.
Should I be calling this deft touch? No effort there. Just use the pace, use the angle. And off she went. Flew over the line.
I tell you, no bowler loves to be picked for boundaries in the way that he has done to Nandriberger. He's gone short and into the offside he goes again. I think he might have picked himself up another boundary. Does he? No. Excellent work by Tony de Zorzi out in the deep.
He definitely knows where the gaps are. He's not moving a lot in the crease. Staying leg side-ish, and that's why he's been able to create that room to play that stroke through extra cover. 35 from 17 deliveries.
Brilliant from Nandriberger. Seeing Mohammad Nawaz gone down early to try and play the ramp shot once again. Just take all the pace of the ball.
How good was he tonight? Or should I say this evening? Beaten Pakistani batters with pace. Lengths were immaculate. Did not allow any freedom to the batters to free their arms.
Yeah, and that's how he finished off his account this evening. Pick up his fourth. Excellent spell of bowling. There are those lengths that we're talking about, Amir. Summing up conditions, summing what works for you on this particular surface this evening. And he's been absolutely brilliant in the execution department.
You can make so many plans. The important thing, execution. If you falter there, you will struggle.
Yeah, I think many occasions as well is you almost overthink things, and I think Pakistan at the start of the game almost overthink that because it's a high-scoring venue. They've almost gone to plan B too early. If you look at the surface will many times tell you what needs to happen. There was a lot of cracks. We saw one or two balls from Saeed Sarfredi zipping back at the left-hander. So why not operate with seam-up deliveries for a little bit longer? We all know that new ball it's only new for 2-3 overs in these conditions. At the end of 18, 138 for 9. Yeah, the opening match of this 3-match T20I series. South Africa been asked to bat first. They managed to get themselves to 194 for 9. Compliments of some awesome batting from Reza Hendricks at the top of the order, 60. A little cameo by George Linder. Get him to a total that one would feel was always going to be a touch too far for Pakistan on this kind of surface. Well, it's a change of bowling. It's a return for Lazard Williams. He's also been impressive this evening. 1 for 20 in his 3 overs so far. Starts with a wide delivery.
Yeah, Flicker Free moment. Download Flicker Free app now, your ultimate insurance partner.
I've got an interesting little stat for you. South Africa becomes the first team to win a T20 international, batting first here at Rawalpindi. Oh, he's gone leg side, but has he picked out the field in the deep? Yes, he has. And he has picked out the safe pair of hands of Corbin Boss. And it's only fitting that he forms part of this missile to clinch a victory for South Africa here by 55 runs over the home team.
Yeah, convincing. Very convincing South Africans in their first outing in this ODI T20 series, beg your pardon.